Episode 577 of the TV Dudes, recorded February 6th, 2026. The Muppet Show Special!
Meep! This week we tuned into the biggest high-wire act that television could do, at least for me, and of course for Les. Seth Rogen decided to bring back the Muppet Show, and I'll be real with y'all, I was scared. I always love when you give me a y'all in the script.
Yeah, it's always fun. For real though, it's not even about whether people will love the Muppets. It's whether the people currently making Muppets agree with us on what makes Muppets great.
Or at least good?
Right. I'd say at least watchable.
Guess what? It was great!
It really was.
God damn it, we can't keep a secret worth of shit. This fucking ruled. But go watch it.
I'm so happy.
Go watch it and then leave it on again. And then leave it on a loop so that the view count goes up because we need...
Indeed. Just watch it over and over. Leave it on for your pets. They will love it. Of course, we also watched that Fallout finale, and we're going to tell you all of our thoughts whenever you get back from watching The Muppets twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're back. Wasn't that awesome?
You're back.
It was great. Beaker's eyeballs, right? Man. My lord.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you for your assistance, Beaker. Now on with the show. I'm Nick.
I'm Les.
And we're the TV Dudes.
And you know Muppets and McLeans. Felt and Fallout. Isn't all we watched this week. To the Diaries.
There is a Muppets version of Fallout that's felt out. The
Vaulters are the only humans. Everyone on the surface is a Muppet.
It's what you don't get, Kermie. War never changes.
And no one says anything about the fact that everyone on the surface after the blast is a puppet now.
That's what happens.
That's the forced evolutionary.
That's the forced evolution.
Felt
evolutionary virus.
The felt evolutionary virus.
I did it first. I got there. Fuck you. Dude, Gonzo would make a great super mutant.
Absolutely.
I think.
Absolutely. Gonzo would be the super mutant with all his chickens around.
Rizzo would definitely...
All the death claws are just giant chickens.
Rizzo is just riding a cockroach, just riding one.
I feel like Rizzo's the...
Because he can speak vermin.
Or Johnny Pimpleton with the arm falling off, I think's Rizzo. All ghouls have this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
What'd you watch in your diaries?
Oh, no, I watched stuff less.
And bother.
I watched more Muppets because the Muppet Show was made me so excited.
Yeah, it just slots perfect.
So I just watched some more season 4 Muppets or wherever I was on. I keep a running rotation and then just start it back up. So I've been pretty low key about it since I've been hurt before on Game of Thrones. So we didn't do a big, hey, Game of Thrones is back with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, Knight's Tale of the Seven Kingdoms.
Neither of us watch House of the Dragon or give a shit about that, really. So I put it on the other day because I was hearing some good things, and we did the Screenwrite Repeat podcast that's up right now if you want to listen to it. We
wrote a Game of Thrones episode.
Our fix of from the penultimate.
Yep, we solved Game of Thrones, people.
We solved it. We did it.
If you're the one or two folks that were unhappy with season 8 of Game of Thrones, we fixed it.
So watching a Night of the Seven Kingdoms was cool because it looked this has more of a comedic bent to it. It's very insular. It's scaled back down. There is one main character. We stay at one tournament through we're at episode 4. We have not. There's no globetrotting. It's very specific and focused, which is interesting for a Game of Thrones. It'd be like if Lord of the Rings, if no one went anywhere if we just hung out in Hobbiton.
Yeah, just like a season in the Shire.
It worked for The Walking Dead on that dumb farm.
Right.
I think what fascinated me about, one, there's a big twist in Ep 3 that I'll try not to give away. but that it actually got me in a way that it shouldn't. Like, oh man, I should have seen this coming, but I guess I'm a big dumb idiot. Like, just fucking, they keep explaining like, well, like, I didn't lie about I actually, like, and it's technically like, yeah, but you did. But anyway, the Hedge Knight Dunk fucking, like, isn't that short for Duncan?
Dunk.
Yes.
It's
just fucking, he is having trouble just entering this tournament, and because no one believes him that his fucking knight he squired for knighted him, which he didn't. So like, there's a reason not to. But I'm not even like, man, I don't know how that could come back to bite him in the ass, because like, there's no one can
prove it.
No one can prove that he didn't knight him. Like, but he gets involved with one of the Targaryens at in the previous episode, and it gets to a point of, well, shit, in Game of Thrones, that's just your ass. Like, he fucking kicks a prince in the face. And like, whoa, okay, well, this was a short show, because I'm like, well, I mean, I'm assuming we don't kill Duncan. It's not Sean Bean. We just can't. There's no one else to cut to. We can't kill him.
Right.
And so the big twist happens, and that basically saves his ass. But also not really. He still has to answer for kicking a prince in the face.
Okay.
But like, one of the Targaryens, the actual king, is kind of a cool dude. Like, he does not like his nephew. That is the one that like tried to broke a puppeteer's fingers because she showed a story where a dragon lost.
Okay.
Like, they had a pretty cool big puppet dragon that's a practical effect dragon.
And they showed some people
It's really cool.
Dragon.
And then a knight kills it and the dragon falls over. Honestly, it's one of those things of like, shit, that's a pretty good puppet show. Like, not even just Game of Thrones level. That's kids would love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it. It's so cool. So he comes in to, try to defend the innocent, and he's like, hey, so how good of a knight are you? And, cause I'll tell you what, my nephew's kind of a little shit. And if you challenge him to trial by combat, I'm gonna guess he's gonna look at your big ass and just withdraw his claim.
Fuck it.
Cause you're a knight, you're by right, you can request trial by combat. And, the prince basically says, I refuse. And even his dad, the king's brother, is like, bitch, you can't refuse.
No. You have to accept it and forfeit, but you can't just refuse.
No, you can't refuse. That's like by right, you little bitch. And he goes back to an obscure law of like the 7 Andals that had been brought over from Westeros of the challenge of the 7. And the king goes, God damn it. I'm sorry. What is that? It's a dumb old tradition that rarely invoked, but like, it's a sort of trial by combat that the gods will be more likely to interfere upon the guilty party if there's more champions. So your side gathers 7 guys and we gather 7 guys, and they all fight it out, and whoever's got the last guy standing after a melee is the winning side.
So instead of 1-on-1, we're gonna do the 7-on-7.
Right. And basically that just means, do you have enough friends that are gonna back your play on this?
And also, now it's not just your big ass against this punk.
Right. And so the prince is hiding behind 6 other guys.
Yeah.
And even in the room, you can tell that he's burned political capital to do this. The king
everyone thinks this is a
the king already thinks he's a little bitch, but there's 5 other guys there, and they are all side-eyeing him like, oh man, you little weaselly bit. In a way that like,
you're gonna get some of us killed.
In a way that in regular Game of Thrones, you're like, oh, this is gonna have ramifications for him later, because but it's nights, but I only care about Dunk. I'm like, well, that doesn't matter for Dunk right now. He's fucked.
Right. And like you said, in this show, you stay with, like, you aren't exploring a fucking huge, ever-dying cast of characters. You're just following Dunk.
So that doesn't help out Duncan. Like, right now, like, he doesn't know anyone here.
That's short for Duncan?
Yeah.
Yes.
And, so he has to go out and, like, how is he going to grab 6 other dudes? And this is what's really cool about it, is that he immediately finds some guys that start to talk some shit about Targaryens, and they're like, well, I mean, they're the Dragon Masters. Really? Where are the dragons? Like, in a way that... So it's been held together after the dragons are gone, because the Targaryens, they have more than dragons. They have armies, money, Right. But you can tell that, like, No, but none of us tried anything because we didn't have dragons. But now that they don't have dragons,
why aren't we trying something?
I don't know, man. Like you could tell that like this has been brewing for a while, and like a bunch of people are already like ready to jump on this.
Yeah.
To like that Baratheon lord he likes gets in on it so he can rough up some Kingsguard that he doesn't like. And like so there's again like a bunch of political shit coming together to like fuck over the Targaryens that really has nothing to do with Duncan at all, but is gonna help him out. And I love that he gets 6 guys. He gets 5 guys, including him, so he gets 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a knight, like a squire of his, because like, hey, a knight can knight it. Like,
a knight can knight a guy. That's how you got knighted.
Like, kinda. Fucking, hey, rules are rules, baby. And like, he's like, man, you gotta knight me, dude. Like, you cannot. If without me, you got 5 against 7. Like, maybe you can win with 6, but you can't win with 5.
Right.
Like, and he's like, yeah, I guess that's about right. And turns out that's not how it works. If you don't have 7 guys, you just are guilty.
Oh, damn.
It's decided that if you couldn't convince 6 other guys...
That's actually not a bad...
And like, nope. That's basically like a trial, like a jury...
That's part of the trial.
Right. That's part of it is to get
you couldn't convince 6 people you're innocent. How are you going to convince the gods?
You need 6 fucking bodies to get out there and put their asses on the line with you. And at the end of that, like after a big speech that doesn't work, because of course it's Duncan and like is not going to help out, guess who rides up? And here I will spoil a little bit of just, but it's not a huge spoiler, but fucking the king rides up and joins his side. He hates his fucking nephew that much.
That's awesome.
But also, I'm wondering, in the next episode, is it going to reveal that, hey, yo, I already started to see Stokes of Rebellion in this challenge of the 7?
So I need to get on this side.
So like, if I'm on this side of it,
off right now.
If I'm on this side of it, then it's 2 Targaryens warring over something, not a rebellion.
Right.
And I'm like,
and I'm going to win on the rebel side, so we're going to quell this rebellion right now. Right now, you guys won. It's over.
You guys won, and it's over. I'm like, actually, this might be pretty fucking smart.
Shit like this honestly explains to me how there is any Targaryen power left at the time of Game of Thrones.
Right. No, and I was like, this is actually a pretty smart move on the king's part. Also, he gets to slap the taste out of his nephew, which you know he wants to do.
Right.
This is a win-win for him.
It's just all win. Yeah. That's pretty great.
Anyway, when we're caught up, I actually recommend, and we'll tune in when it's all done to do a big episode. We'll do a recap. Because I'm actually. This last episode has solidified, like,
this was where you went from like, hey, this is fun to like, yo, this had a twist enough that you should watch it. It's actually good.
Well, this is where I find like, oh, it's trying to say something different than like, what about Game of Thrones and an opposite, like a singular guy caught up in Game. What would it be like if you were just a dude?
Right. What's the eye level of all this dumb shit?
Like you're not a Stark or a Target. Like, man, you're not even a Jon Snow who's important but shouldn't be.
Right.
Like. You're really just wrapped up in a wave of things that you don't have control over.
Right.
And you're just trying to survive it.
Right.
Like, I suppose we got to double up on Fallout, but also the Pitt.
Yeah, so I'm a week behind on the Pitt just because of where there was one that came out yesterday, but because it's their Thursday night show, not their Sunday night show, and I watch it with Fanny on Fridays, I'm always just like slightly off our schedule for it. But we did not talk about the Pitt last week, and of course it's just 1 hour at a fucking time. So the one I saw most recently ended with what I'm pretty sure is best case scenario medically resistant staph.
Yeah, that
MRSA is not fucking good.
Man, when
and you know that's what shut the other fucking hospital down.
When those 2 doctors look at each other over there and like they do that little side talk, and like, man, if I'm that one, I'm like, man, these guys are gonna chop off my leg.
Right,
they're gonna chop off my leg.
When he's a nurse, I think the guy, I love that dude. Comes around the corner and like finds Langdon and is like, "Yo, follow me back here real quick." And like everybody like,
"Hey, go, can I talk to you?"
And then when the lady's like, Did we talk about this a little bit? Or I think you talked about the old school circle around the.
Oh yeah,
the thing.
Man, that's a really old, but also like it's effective.
I love that. It's fucking effective. Great. Yeah.
Also, man, it is so crazy. I'm like, God damn, how long has she been gone?
She's been gone like a couple hours.
She's been gone like an hour or something. Like fucking.
Yeah. And of course, the Pitt's already doing the little things that it does all season, like seating in the deaf woman that was out there that nobody knew was deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Like them having to turn the fans on because it's fucking July 4th, so it's a sweat box in that waiting room. Of course, we're inching forward towards Mel's actual like malpractice suit and all of that.
That no one is sweating but her.
No,
is so weird.
And every other doctor there is like, I've been in like 6 of them. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine.
Right.
Except the new Robbie, who is like, yeah, I've never been named in one. Like, fucking not helpful. Just stay quiet. Like,
well, in a way that you can. The message of the show is that Robbie's a better doctor because he's willing to put his ass out there. Kind of like in the first season where he was like, "Cool, so you won't put your career on the line to say that the woman was one day before, right? Or that you didn't do the tests or were a little bit."
Well, in the same way that with
abortion cut off.
The administrator last season that he was just constantly yelling at, like, give me some more nurses and some more beds, and then maybe I can do all the things that you want me to do.
Yeah.
And, like, in that same way, Robbie has a recognition of the facts on the ground.
Yeah.
And balances that against what you have to do. Like, you want to do it right, but also, like, let's be realistic. Yes, we have a surgery person that I can call and get a consult on, and that's the proper way to do this, but I know that this hospital, that will take 5 fucking hours.
Right.
Or I can do this thing that she's like, I'm gonna leave the room. This is why I've not been named in lawsuits. What you're about to do is a little bit, and I mean just the littlest bit risky.
Sketch, yeah.
Where he's like, no. If alarms started going off and people flooded in here, we would both be willing to do this immediately. You just don't want to do it right now because there is technically another option, but that option, let's be real, is kicking the ball into somebody else's fucking court for a minute so that you can move on with your day.
Yeah.
That's not the same as getting it done.
Yeah.
And yeah, Robbie's always willing to get it done like that. I'm enjoying this season watching everybody else recognizes Langdon fucked up, went away, did his thing. Like he has already, we didn't watch months of him being a pissy baby about having to go do rehab or whatever.
Yeah.
No, he's come back having actually done some work.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is hard for me. I have to come clean with you. It was when the guy tries to let him off the hook, man, I don't care that you stole my meds. And like,
it's like, that's not really the point, Larry.
It is a big deal. But I like showing that Robbie wants to hide it under professionalism. That like, well, I'm not talking to him because like he needs to get, you're not talking to him because you're hurt. Like, this is your mentee. You were his mentor. And you feel betrayed or let down.
He betrayed his trust. So on Robbie's end of it, I get it like, hey, so now every time before I could just tell you to do a thing and I didn't have to sweat it. I could just trust you on it. Now, every time I tell you to do a thing, I can't help it. There's a back of my mind of like whether or not you can do it or if that exposes you to like, do I trust you to do this by yourself because you will have access to everything you had access to. Technically, you have all the resources to do exactly what you did before.
I'm just trusting you now. And somehow even worse to me is everyone else you trust. Now you wonder, are you missing something there?
Right. So
like it damages trust globally.
On one level, I get Rob. Also, he wanted to be on sabbatical by the time he got back.
Yes,
he was pointedly. He
was trying to be gone before.
Right. And I don't know, maybe it's because he wanted Landing to be there and I can see his mind. If he's there first day, if he's there for a couple weeks and then I get back,
everyone else can tell me that he's
a practicing doctor and he can skip the part that he needs to do.
He's trying to skip over the wondering if Langdon's good.
Right. Well, he's trying to skip over the forgiving him part too.
Yes.
I would argue.
Just skip straight to day-to-day working together again.
Right.
And like that's so the we'll get to it in a minute, but we're watching Haunted Hotel of like, so this is your first date after your divorce, you want it to be good and it's not gonna be.
Yeah, that's right.
You just need, but it's like, no, but I'd like to skip over that. Okay, but you can't.
Yeah, but it takes the pressure off, so just get this one out of the way.
Right, so like, but you're gonna have to work a shift with him. Just fucking get it done. Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know why, I mean, I know why, but like, Fuckleberry doesn't understand why hard-ass intern is like mad at him of like having caught that thing.
Yes.
And she's she's behind on charts because the new resident was saying, like, you're behind on charts.
He's putting her on scut work.
And so it's like she's missing out on stuff because she's trying to catch up on charts. And the nurses are like, what are you doing? And like basically telling her the thing that most of these people do is just like, hey, so at the end of your shift when you're actually clocked out, then you catch up on your charts and you stay an extra half hour. Yeah, it sucks. But that's
how you do that.
But you don't have time to fucking actually chart after seeing every person.
Right. Like, and also, the other, like the new administrator wants to push the AI charting.
Except that it's wrong.
And like, well, it's 99% or 96% accurate. Like, cool. I already caught when the kid's like, so that's a completely different drug name.
Yeah.
If you give her that'll kill her.
In a way that they don't understand. They think, so like, this will be easier on you, just correcting it'll be faster than doing it yourself.
Right.
And I'm like, so you don't understand the workforce at all.
No.
I'm telling you, I don't care what it is. It could be a factory work. It could be surgeons. The fact that this does it, there will be a point, like, when we were working on the factory floor, there were like, what do you call them? Forklift drivers.
Yeah.
Right? They had a thing where they were supposed to stop and turn off their propane gas anytime they came off the forklift. None of them did that. It's crazy inefficient. It adds on your time. It adds on your time and doesn't look good for your reports later for your efficiency. So none of them did it.
Right.
And in a way that when they would have an accident about a propane leak, it would immediately fall on that forklift driver because
you didn't do that thing.
They didn't do that thing. So basically, it was everyone knew they weren't going to do that thing, but now they have someone to blame for when that mistake happens, and that was good enough.
Yes.
The chart thing here, I feel like at best she believes this will work, and I'm telling you that if an AI does this for you, eventually someone will be, I don't have time to do this. This is good enough, and I won't check it over.
Yep.
And they will do it once or twice,
and then it'll be habit. Yep.
And then they'll do it more, and then when it doesn't bite them in the ass more, they'll do it until it does.
Yep.
And that's not on them. That's human nature.
Yeah.
If they have
you can't do this.
If they have to fill it out themselves, they'll at least attempt to get it right.
Yes.
And even then, it might not be completely 100% right.
It's the same way I feel about like Waymo, like self-driving cars.
Right.
Like, okay, they're only going to get in a small percentage of accidents. Maybe a smaller percentage of accidents than human drivers. I do believe that we will get there.
Mm-hmm. Not right now.
When that accident happens,
whose
problem is it? Because I feel like I'm the only breathing person who can accept responsibility in the car.
Yeah. No, that's the liability issue with self-driving that I always...
And like, it's not that tired doctors at the end of the shift trying to remember back to what they did at 7 a.m. aren't going to fuck up a chart sometimes. I'm sure that happens. That's where malpractice suits come.
But they're going to
offload that doctor's fucking suable.
The offload of the responsibility is you were supposed to check it for things and review it.
And now everybody can be like, I don't know, the AI's wrong. I guess that the algorithm was better, we'd all be better.
This is a technically more efficient system that the administrators, at least, I don't care, maybe she doesn't, the administrators above her know this will cause mistakes and are okay with it because they can easily offload those mistakes onto the doctors.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to review it,
yes,
even though they know they won't.
Yes.
Like, it's
a CYA thing. Yeah, like it's cover your ass.
And it's insidious, and the fact that no one there basically we need to burn this entire thing down.
Right.
This will fuck us in the long run.
Yeah.
Like
when they're all like, oh my God. Like at first they're impressed until the dude catches the error. And I'm like, I think some of y'all are still impressed.
Yeah.
I think you should stop using this.
In a way that I would actually accept that if the hospital accepted liability on the AI.
Right.
But they don't.
But they won't.
So
yeah.
It's the cost savings of it, because they'll fire more nurses because they have the AI to do that, or like because they have less time, and no added liability. It is having your cake and eating it too. Like
I do think I plugged into season 1 a little more, and I don't know quite what's different. I don't.
Could just be the novelty.
So part of it, I think, is the novelty. I don't like the new crew of youngins as much.
Yeah.
But I just don't know them yet. I'm only like 4 hours in. But so far, I can't put my finger on anything that the show's doing differently wrong compared to the first season. And so I'm kind of hoping that maybe I'm just forgetting early season 1 before all of these storylines started.
They have.
It's like you're basically at the injury point for a lot of these people now, and we will get to the what the fuck is really wrong with them kind of point later.
Right. We have only gotten so far with Larry's storyline with, like, obviously he's...
The tooth, the groundskeeper stuff.
Well, he's like... And in a way that I
winning me over on that dude. They're going to kill him this season.
I only know this as a TV watcher. I know there's another thing wrong with that guy that they can't because he has a myriad of things.
No, you're not seeing.
Because
there's something wrong.
Because he's basically... Like, I don't know if he's homeless, but he's definitely, like, not good.
No,
like,
and very drunk.
And an alcoholic, like... in a way that, like, he doesn't have a regular dentist. That's what the tooth is about. Like,
man, and ascites is fucked up. The ballooned out belly.
Well, he says he's got shortness of breath, and I know that that'll be a thing that
that's like a lot of things.
I'm like, oh, that'll be a thing you miss later. I'm like, yeah, but he's a big alcoholic.
He's a big dude and an alcoholic.
Like, yeah, he's gonna be short of breath, man. Like, that's just how it is. Like, but yeah,
I've known a couple of people that have had that tap procedure. And taking liters of fluid out of them.
That's so weird.
It's crazy.
That's so weird. I have not, and I live in Wisconsin.
My stepmom had it's a liver failure thing usually. When my stepmom had to have it done, and Joe would balloon up like fucking huge.
I suppose,
and like a cantaloupe, like you're like Violet Beauregard, like blueberry full, and like you could thump him and like. Doom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's. I guess it shouldn't surprise me. We're known for more binge drinking colleges and overall alcoholism. It's like, no, we manage way better. That's how we drink and drive so much.
Right. Thumbs up for safety. Yeah, I suspect maybe, I don't know. I feel like it should have killed you before your liver fails to that point. Maybe. I don't know. But I've seen a couple of people have that. Like when they brought him in, I was like, they're going to have to tap like jars of fluid off of
my grandfather,
liters of like take a 2 liter out of somebody.
Grandpa Jim smoked I don't know how many packs a day his whole life, but there was a rare amount of time I didn't see a cigarette in his fucking mouth. He smoked so much into his, I want to say 80s, and to the point where his veins constricted so much they had to chop his leg off. And I was like, and he died of heart complications or whatever, but like that motherfucker never had any lung cancer or anything respiratory.
Yeah.
Like in a way that like, how did you smoke so much to chop their leg off and not die?
But it never caused cancer.
But it never, like, that feels weird.
Like somebody stuck in a room with you got cancer and you didn't.
To a point of like, man, shouldn't you study my Uncle Jim to see why cancer didn't kill him?
No, man, why is his DNA like, fuck you? So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying The Pit. I'm eager to catch up on it. I think you were halfway through watching this week, so I'm eager to watch it tonight. And then last night, you and I watched The Rookie. Man, this season...
Pretty good episode.
They've been trying their damnedest to break up Bailey and Nolan this season, and I think they've about done it.
To the point where... So Bailey's a cool character. I wouldn't call her a well thought out or well fleshed out character. She has
every skill set you could ever possibly have, and they still can't figure out what to do with her each episode. She just tags along to other people's work.
This is the most interesting thing they've done with her character, and yet it kind of makes her an unreasonable bitch.
No, she is out of the blue, and to the point, the conversation. So Bailey takes a job Bailey gets offered a job in DC that she's technically not accepted, but they go very quickly from. I said we'd work on that. How did she put it? We both have the nuclear keys.
Yes, we both have to turn them.
Yeah.
And she says if we're both not into it, we won't go.
We won't move. And at first Nolan's like, fuck it, I'll become a rookie in DC.
Yeah, he really, that first episode, he gives it his all thinking about it. Like, he really puts some like, okay, I'll ask around and I'll see if like, maybe, because he's found his calling. He likes training cops. He as a teacher, that's what he wants to do. And like, makes sense for his character.
Yeah, so I'll just transfer there as a trainer.
Right. Turns out that's not how it works. You got to do a whole rookie thing again, which for me, I was like, is that how we're going to get this premise back?
Right. I honestly thought they were about to do it. But even Nolan's like, I did that at 45. I don't want to do that at 50.
But also you take a pay cut, and DC's still just as expensive as LA, if not.
Like, so you get a bonus for transferring, but you're going to spend that bonus in the first year.
But your salary is less, so eventually
you're going to lose money over the next
Eventually you will lose money on this. And also, Bailey's position doesn't pay as much.
Yeah. And then Bailey floats, you could go FBI.
Yeah.
And so he talks, because he's on a task force, because
of
they're
course
bringing back the redhead, the lawyer. He asked the Fed on the task force, and that Fed is like...
Let me stop you right there.
Hey, man.
You older than 35? Yeah,
Sorry.
we're not fucking taking you.
Also, and this felt true as shit when he said it. He goes, also, the odds of getting out of Quantico and going straight to DC. Is it Quantico? Is that...
Quantico is the Fed school.
Is that CIA or FBI?
No, that's Quantico's FBI, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right. And he's like, yeah, the odds
of
getting...
Yeah, they did that FBI show about Quantico.
He's like, so getting stationed in DC, like, no, you know you're going to get... like Duster style. You're going to be the Fed
stationed
in
wherever.
bumfuck New Mexico looking for Keith David. Like that's going to be what you're stuck doing.
Right. And it's going to...
Bozeman, Montana.
So basically, he would have to go and take a pay cut if he still wanted to be a cop or do another thing.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe not, like, maybe be a stay-at-home husband or something.
Right.
In a way that he's tetherless. He does... If he were to move, he has no plan, doesn't know what to do there, and would be...
No people, no nothing.
He had no friends there. He would be...
He definitely has a child somewhere in the world.
So, oh my God, his kid, I forgot. Yeah, but in a way that, like... So, at his age, he's just like... That in no way appeals to me. That in no way appeals to me, so I can't honestly say yes.
And so the second nuclear key starts looking for apartments.
Man, we're talking about fucking... She starts to Crimson Tide. Like fucking she's Gene Hackman and like, no, you disrespect, like you turn that key. No, we cannot launch until you and I agree. That is what my whole
it's the whole fucking And man, we're watching this episode
this week
going like, she's like, well, you know, you didn't come home, and so I just went ahead and started looking for apartments. I haven't put a deposit down or anything. And like
we skipped over the first one because she starts doing that after the end of that episode is okay. So I think I still want to do it.
Yeah.
And this was a trigger for me of like,
yeah, I watched
obviously thought I was past this, but I'm clearly not. Like, you know, I have not been in a lot of relationships in my life, but in each one, these words have been said. So he's like, but I thought unless we were both on board, we weren't going to do it. And like you said that, and she says, yes. And when I said that, I meant it. Bitch. Fuck.
I know people have a right to change their minds, but wow.
That doesn't mean fucking anything.
Yeah. No, that means I can't negotiate with you anymore.
That means that I will break a promise if I don't feel like it later.
And not discussing it, break a promise. Like, hey, so I know I said this, but I feel like I need to revisit that discussion. Can we talk about it more?
Right.
This is hey, so I've 180 degrees flipped my position.
This is this is of course me reading into my relationships. Not saying this is what Bailey means, but this is to what it meant every time I heard that was. So when you said that, you meant I've decided to do this, and I'm going to give you a day to come around on it because I think you will.
Right.
And then when you didn't, I didn't know what to do because I was so sure you'd just follow me on it.
Yeah. You called my bluff on that.
But also, so I'm not going to honor the deal I made because I only did that.
I was never going to do that.
Because I was never going to do that. In a way that, like, I don't
believe you that you believed it.
I don't believe you that believe like, in a way that maybe you even to yourself lied to yourself thinking this was fine.
Man, and Nolan, so then this episode, they've got the task force with the redhead lawyer. It's actually one of the more fun. The last couple of episodes they did a pretty good little serial killer thing.
Aaron's back.
And then this episode, they bring back fucking Aaron, the rich cop they forgot about. Fucking man, he gets all his personality. Now that he's not in a fucking...
The power of that mustache.
Yeah, he's got a mustache. He's got like an open collar shirt, bunch of necklaces. He's fucking cool. He's got his Lambo. He's definitely going to mack on that Fed's daughter.
Hell yeah.
So last episode was a pretty fun serial killer rip. And then this episode, they're hunting down like this network of guys. And we've got the redhead lawyer who, I can't remember her name, but she's always fun.
Has turned state's evidence on some stuff.
But is also trying to play both sides. So all of that's cool. It's a nice change off of the constant Lucy and Tim.
They never make a meal out of this. Because of course he's a cop and he's on the right side of it. There's this guy that helped out Aaron in prison.
Yes.
And actually never came back to him later.
Never
and asked
leaned
for
on
anything.
him, never did anything. Just kept
it because he was not a cop at that point. Just liked him and just fucking watched out for him for Argentinian gangs or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, and just because he was his cellmate and like and fucking protected him or whatever. And so so Aaron comes to him setting him up because he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying this guy isn't a bad guy, but he legit looked out for you and didn't ask for anything.
Right.
In a way that when he comes up to like, hey, I didn't like, in a way that he's trying to like, I didn't ask you to like, and if you're about to do that, I have to stress again, I'm not asking you to do that. Right. In a way that like probably is legally covering his ass.
Right.
But like, in a way that Aaron is not conflicted about flipping this guy who obviously helped him.
No, Aaron's full cop, dude.
It's
kind of my least favorite thing about him right now.
I'm not saying you don't do that because that's just the sort of thing you do, but like,
I kind of wanted one conversation where Aaron is like, "Guys, do I have to fuck over this dude?"
Yeah,
He's actually been pretty.
In a way that like,
and have Lopez go or Harper go. Look, I know he was your friend for 5 minutes in prison, but here's the rest of his life.
Here's the rest of his life. Yeah, and work him around on it. At least do the like. This violates the principles of what I think of someone helped me out, I shouldn't fuck them over. But in the grander scheme of things, just because someone was nice to me doesn't... Because
that dude was only nice to you because he thought you were also a bad dude.
Because if I like a guy, should I not report on him for beating his wife?
Right.
There's a...
No, and you could easily work him around on this.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, you should... I resent the fact that because he's a cop, this is the default right thing to do.
Absolutely.
That is disingenuous and unthoughtful. Yeah. That is not like...
I am still baffled this season. Like, Harper is always kind of an inhuman monster. She's just cold as fuck a lot. But this season, she and Lopez have been outright like, oh, my husband, Jesus. Like, every time they see the person they are in love with, they're like, ugh.
The writers of the show need to go to couples therapy or something.
Seriously.
Because they think they're writing a cute Wesley and Lopez relationship.
Right. Man, when Lopez is straight up mad at him last episode and just kind of trying to sleep with him into... I mean, I know they're married, so it's not... Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's different, but...
I think it's still rape, no matter
what.
If it's for the dude, I think it's the same rules apply.
Right,
like, this is manipulative and weird.
She is being manipulative. She wants a new house, and she wants him to tap his trust to do it.
And it's like...
I feel like that's whoring.
Well...
Isn't, I mean, I'm not casting aspirations, I'm just saying technically.
We have the money now, so why don't we use it? And he's like, and he brings up a great point. We don't have the money. My family, that's what a trust is. My family has the money.
Right.
And, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not planning.
Can't tap it for our family.
I'm not planning on having a fallout with my family at all, but we can't treat this like it'll always be there.
Right.
Because I don't actually control it.
Right.
If my mom got a hair up her ass tomorrow, she could revoke me from the trust.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't build our lives around like this will always be there.
We shouldn't buy a house that requires us to have this money always.
Yes, that's the thing he's going for. Like, not saying to never use this money, but we can't buy a house, like, put a mortgage down for 10 years when we don't know if we have this for the next 10 years.
Right. Because we can't touch enough of the principle to just buy
and she's so mad about...
Oh, she's big mad.
Big mad about not only that, but like him running for DA. Even though that... No, man, he should definitely run for DA.
What else have we been doing for 2 seasons of having him more and more on the show?
That's the only thing... as far as him wanting to affect things in the justice system, that's the end of his arc.
We should have got there a season ago, but they forgot about Wesley for a while.
Yes, like this is the end game of that, of like him affecting real change.
Yeah. We remembered Harper has a husband who works in civil rights.
Civil rights, and him having as the ghostwriter, that's a great idea of like...
Yeah, no, having him ghostwrite his speeches, and like Wesley gives a speech that I'm shocked they put on a cop show.
Yeah.
It was really good.
They basically just said that the justice system is inherently unfair and corrupt.
Yeah.
That like not... It's flawed and we can do better.
No, we have to start.
This is inherently fucked up.
Yeah.
And we need to do some major work. I'm like, that's a great start.
So yeah, like all in all, a couple of my favorite episodes of The Rookie. I just was shocked that this one ends with, I thought it was going to end with Bailey and Nolan actually breaking up, and it almost does.
But also, so it's either going to end with them breaking up, realizing they have different things, or Bailey having to give up on her dream, which... I would argue maybe they can work this around here because Nolan brings up a good thing of...
It's not really your dream. It's just your nomadic wanderlust.
And if I was Nolan, I'd bring up, cool, say we moved there, I'm miserable for a couple years. And then you get another thing you're excited about somewhere else.
Because she will. She will not settle down in DC.
And we will do this whole thing again.
Yeah, to quote Buckaroo Banzai, wherever you go,
so, and good for Nolan of like, no, let's head it off here. Right. Why do you want the job? Like, and you just like, no, like it's a good opportunity. No. Why? Like, you really have to understand why you're doing this. And if you don't, then you shouldn't do it. And I should definitely not go with you.
Destroy my entire life to do it. Yeah.
Right. In a way that, like, because he's like, yeah, it's a cool job, but so are the last 5 things you did. You have a cool, you're Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, firefighter, National Guard. Like, yeah, but you've done a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, you're a soldier, firefighter, baker, yoga instructor, gym trainer, rock climber.
Man, back in COVID or when you had a day off, you did 6 projects. I thought it was cute, but now I'm starting to rethink this. I think you have a problem.
Yeah, and he's not wrong because she will torch her life in DC in.
Yes.
I guarantee you can look back at her time pattern.
Mm-hmm.
That's how people work. It's how, I don't do what she's doing, but everybody has cycles, and you can look back through your life and go, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm just the same person over and over. Okay.
Yeah, we all think we're complex unicorns, but we're not really.
Not that complex. You've been working, everybody's been working through the same fucking plot over and over.
And, yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see how they resolve that.
Yeah.
Also, last thing on my list was Haunted Hotel. We watched a bunch of that.
Indeed.
I think that's once we finish it up, I think I'll do another bigger segment on it. But I think it's a really fun.
I was impressed. I watched 4 of them in a row.
Yeah,
3 or 4 of them in a row.
Yeah,
last night.
Voice cast
hilarious.
is pretty stacked.
Yeah. The core voice cast is really good. Eliza Coupe is great, and Will Forte's. I don't always love him, but he's really good here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Abaddon is Jimmy Simpson, who's great. But then the guests Eugene Cadero pops up. There's a lot of guest voices that are really great. Dustin from Stranger Things pops up.
Just some great, like a Haunted Hotel that has a bunch of ghosts, but also a bunch of other monsters.
Yeah, just like a bunch of creepy shit. Just
a bunch of stuff.
And I started at like ep 3 because you just threw it on, but you were saying that like the show doesn't show them buying the hotel or
they're already knee deep in it.
Yeah.
Like what was it? We have another guest is gonna fall in the bottomless pit out back or get to like thing like
it's not bottomless.
Like I threw a rock in there and something threw it back.
Yeah, no, I think of it as just a pit with a nice helpful thing.
Right, so it's a really deep pit with something helpful at the bottom.
Yeah, it told me I had pretty eyes.
Ben, stay away from the pit. Like that whole exchange was like
just great.
That was a great okay, so these are the core group of characters, and it's the thing that Netflix runs, and I can see like Netflix is that's a good encapsulatory of all the characters doing their bit of what they're excited or scared about. And, I've dug it now that we don't have Gravity Falls.
Yeah, we don't have Gravity Falls.
Feels like more like an adult Gravity Falls. Yeah. Like there's not Owl House anymore. There's a new thing that Owl House creator is doing. I haven't checked it out, but I should do that. God, I love animation so much. Almost as much as I love Muppets.
Indeed, but before we get over to Muppets, what all was I watching? Hunting Party on NBC. Peacock is back.
Yeah.
That is a ridiculously silly show.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as silly as that Mona Baccarin show.
Where, the Not Blacklist?
Yeah, the Not Blacklist. Where they've got this thing called the Pitt that's full of serial killers, and it's just an underground place. All these people are declared dead, and in start of season 1, there's an explosion, and they all escape, or a lot of them escape.
Yeah.
So every episode, not only are they catching a serial killer that is far too insane for a single episode, they almost every time have to look a witness dead in the eyes and go, I know it seemed like the guy that attacked you 20 years ago, but that's just a crazy man who thinks he's that guy. Move along. And it's kind of hilarious.
Not since The Purge have I heard such a cool premise that immediately doesn't stand up to anything. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it's so nonsense. That said, it's also really fun. Every episode is just a fucking ridiculous serial killer that is way outsized for a 46-minute plot or whatever. Though it's I stand by it. One of the characters on the team, not one of the psychos, does the craziest thing.
At least not yet.
So we found out at this point that his mom is one of the psychos from the Pit. His biological mom, he doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
And so I think we've
Nature
been dropping hints, man.
Nature versus nurture.
They're having a falling action scene at the end of an episode, debriefing about the killer they caught, and they're all eating pizza, and they grab a slice, and this dude casually grabs ketchup that's just on the table for some fucking reason.
Okay.
And I'm talking hoses the top of this slice of pizza in it, cracks that motherfucker and eats it. No one says a word. No one even stops and stares at him.
That's the most unbelievable thing I've heard about this serial killer show so far.
Absolutely.
Not that I believe, okay.
So, man, somebody skinned people last episode, and you, sir, are the craziest person on the show.
No, I'm not saying that it's unbelievable that someone put ketchup on there. It's like, there's crazy people in the world. This is a cesspool of a planet. But also, that no one in their right mind spoke out against it. 3
other people accepted this like it's a food thing you would do. Like humans do that.
No, when you sit down, they win. Like, that's you have a responsibility.
No,
that like
he might as well. He could have eaten a battery, and I'd have thought it was less
weird. They should whip out the cuffs and be like, "I'm going to pre-cuff you," because
right.
obviously we're going to figure out you're one of the serial killers later somehow.
No, we have to start running like Turing tests until you like make alien noises and we figure out who you are, what you are. Seriously, it's insane.
What was it, like My Favorite Martian, where he drinks a fucking lava lamp?
Straight up, it couldn't have been any weirder than if he'd eaten a battery. Also watched High Potential, which has been fun while I'm waiting on my Paramount shows to come back.
It's so weird because I know you have such a breakdown and hate of certain procedurals, and yet you love procedurals so much.
That's why I wouldn't be mad at them if I didn't love them. Procedurals make me so crazy.
God, you make so crazy sometimes. Because I
love you procedurals. Because
you just make me so crazy. Because every time your diaries are like, God damn it, it's another there's 3 procedurals.
Yeah. Also, these are the shows that I can have on while I'm doing any other thing.
And
you wander back in the room and like, oh, I knew that was the killer.
Your love for them is also like they're evergreen. Like, you'll never run out of them.
No,
and
they're all they're the last 22 episode show in existence. Also watched a little bit more Lucifer, and then it brings me around to the probably biggest diary thing we watched this week, the Fallout finale, which we very much liked season 2. I don't think it was quite as strong as season 1.
Yeah. Well,
there's a lot of criticism of this finale online.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't miss that.
The best headline I saw that matched anything I felt watching it, because I overall liked this season and I liked this finale, but somebody complained that it feels like a midpoint of a season.
I can sort of get that.
And I can get that because, and the reason is Bob House for me.
Yes.
I thought we were going to find Bob House first episode and then have to deal with him as a problem all season, and we found him last episode.
I like how I think we were talking off mic about, like, people are saying they have a problem with a thing, but it's actually a symptom of a greater problem.
Yes.
I think people are like, oh, this feels like a mid-season finale, and I think I know why those people have that criticism, and it's my only criticism of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this third party they keep mentioning.
We introduced our second big bad, and then his only job he did this season was to hint at a third.
And suck that main bad, like, oh, they are so clever. They might...
We didn't get scared of Bob House before we backed off, because the truly evil thing House is doing, we actually see Hank do.
Mm-hmm.
The controllers.
Yeah.
Even though that's supposed to add fear of Bob to me, Bob's just the cute robots for me. Mm-hmm. Hank is the guy with the controller thing. And so this season feels like...
You remember that season of Gen V where Sage just started to say how smart... what was the bad guy of that season?
Oh, yeah. No, like let's just say how smart...
puppet controller person...
Yeah, fucking what was he called?
I forget his name.
But yeah.
But her job that season was to suck his dick and
Godolkin,
and suck his dick physically and literally in that fucking thing. Like, she slept with him too, and to say how smart and crazy, and it made both characters look dumb.
Yeah, and because it doesn't work. Like it doesn't work just to tell me a guy is smart over and over. Like, that's not the same as putting in work of me seeing someone be smart.
To a point of they're gonna try and reveal like this enclave, this third party in the 3rd season, and I'm not gonna care. I don't. You've already ruined one character to set up this guy. So even if he is a good character, it's a wash.
Right.
You already cost me one good character by making it like...
Yeah. I that's my only legit complaint that I think people would be mad. And it's not nothing.
I understand why they did it to like further a plot of how so that his wife can be on the side of the angels in this, like, have a change of heart, so she's not quite the bad guy either. And that Robert House isn't quite the bad guy, so we can have him offer a exchange that the other guys don't accept. and that like the ghoul's screwed no matter if he chose House or the president. It doesn't matter. He got screwed either way.
Yeah.
To me, it's funnier that Fallout is a dumb universe run by dumb people.
Where the bureaucracy just dumb killed us all.
Yeah. In a way that, like, and now I'm supposed to accept that there's some really, really smart person that did this and made death claws. And so they've set up a thing where they have to, in the third season, they have to make this person super smart. And also their plan for the apocalypse has to make sense.
Yeah, and it really can't, because like...
It can't! The Fallout's a dumb universe!
It's a fucking awesome line of like, no, sweetie, the vaults weren't the experiment.
That's
surface
cool!
is the experiment.
It's not as cool as we're gonna drop the bombs ourselves, but that's what they're going for,
cool.
And it's pretty close. Like,
yeah.
The reveal with the, hey, let me take the fall for this is pretty cool. It's not as cool as the wife realizing the wife's a monster.
But also Deathclaws existed before he was even out of the military.
Yeah.
So when were people making it, like, if the Deathclaws are made by the forced evolutionary virus guy, then the timeline is different than I think.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm going to watch season 3, but I see how season 1 didn't feel quite... I'm a little worried about it on the Pitt, too, because it's that same feeling of, like, is it just that the novelty's not the same as season 1, or is this hitting me different?
Well, at least
there's so many moments in season 2 that I love, but it didn't knock my socks off quite the same.
They have to abandon the wife being a monster a little bit, and they also have to abandon that bureaucracy, like, oh, we're just going to drop the bombs ourselves. Vault Tech dropped the bombs.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, did this third party drop the bombs?
Yeah.
And it's... not to the same extent, but when we watched Harley Quinn and they decided every other season whether or not the last season setup was dumb.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And like, this is better than that, but you are starting to run into
It makes me worry that third season could go either way.
Right.
It makes me worried that they're not, that they might be going that way. Like I don't think they Harley Quinned it yet, but I see Harley Quinnishness afoot. Yeah.
And I get it's a struggle to, like, they didn't know they were going to have, like, that the first season was going to do numbers, and, like, oh, this is maybe they got one more season order than they had an idea for 2 seasons, but not 3, and they got a 3-season order. There's a lot of reason. Also, the Deathclaw and armor fight was fucking pretty rad.
I love him realizing that this suit of armor that he got from the New California Republic actually has weapons and shit all loaded up.
Yeah, like, man, this armor's way better.
Yeah, when it's like weapon systems up. Oh my god, yes.
It's like someone made an armor that wasn't dumb.
Right. Because, man, he fucking mows through a bunch of Deathclaws. And granted, you can still die in this suit. Like, he still has to...
Yeah, he still has to jump out and then, like, roulette... to the point where everyone else is taking bets on, like... it takes them forever to realize, wait, if he dies, then we're all gonna die, right? Yeah, I'm still in on the bet, though. And, like, they're like, hey, let's go save him, one guy says, and then everyone else is like, yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah, no, like, instead they start taking bets on his fucking death. Yeah. No, and I love it when the guy finally, like, that's just a kid like me. Like, coming out of the suit, and that lady, like, nah, man, I'm just staying here.
Although it takes forever for him to...
Oh my god, with Johnny Pemberton, his buddy, that's ghouling out.
Shoots that cyber up with his foot. Takes forever to reload. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Lucy, the confrontation with her dad basically goes how...
oh my god, that's so dark.
How you would think, except for the fact that, like, man, she loads him up with that microchip in a way that, like, he ends up doing it to himself, right? But, like, man, she put it in there, and I don't know if she was gonna, like... and then she leaves him. Fucking damn. And in a way that, like, I don't know, I feel bad for, like, okay, but yeah, your dad was a monster, but now that's a weird Hank Blank, and you should kill him? That feels like the only merciful thing to do.
Right. Like, no, this is no good. Like, this is no good. And yes, he was absolutely like, I'm glad you came around on realizing that your dad is the monster everyone's been fucking telling you he is. But also, Jesus Christ.
Damn. Like, yeah, I mean, it's poetic justice for sure.
It is,
like,
it is. But
also realizing that, oh, we've perfected miniaturization, you won't even be able to tell who's taking orders
and
anymore.
Him telling her at the end that, no, I've already got a fleet of people out there, you don't know who's who.
And then that's why he fucking blanks himself.
Yeah.
And it's
I did love the ghoul shooting him in the ass and then throwing her the gun.
As the like, hey, I shot him in the ass, and like that does like in a way like, hey, helped you out, sorry for almost fucking you over.
Yeah.
In a way that like when they'll meet up later, they won't be like friends or whatever.
Yeah, but they won't hate each other.
Yeah. It ends with the ghoul having hope for his family because those.
Well, we talked about it. Like this show does ridiculously good with its themes for being this silly, dumb future show, and like, I realized that Andor paralleled a lot of modern themes for people, but was deadly serious.
Yes,
this parallels modern themes for me. Like feels like fascism and trusting in the system and not standing up for yourself and like it's speaking about current events. I feel, but it's just goofy, silly, and brightly colored, and I love it.
When they find the head
but
of that...
the themes cross so nicely.
Because, when she has abandoned all hope, and he finally has hope for the first time.
And he's been bagging on her all season about you stupid, naive ass, and then she's done.
Teaches him to hope again.
Yeah.
Like, in a way that, like, now he'll have to bring... Yeah, it's fucking great.
And she kind of matches up with Maximus in terms of his, like, look, this is the best it gets.
Yeah.
Like this is,
Well, now they got to defend New Vegas from everyone that's gonna, because that's where the diode is, and like, I like them explaining that wasn't a new one that they made. That there's only ever been one in existence.
Right.
That only one person had ever. I mean, Moldaver made it, so I don't know how she couldn't just make another one.
I still love. So what happens if I shoot this? And Robert House like, well.
I mean, that's all theoretical. There's only ever been
kind
one.
Of fresh snow as far as science is concerned, but. If it released all of its energy at once, the damage would
extend to
other planets.
So I would say no. Like, oh, Jesus.
I've never heard anyone explain an explosion like that, and I was like, oh.
In the Fallout universe, how do you up the stakes from a nuclear blast? And we made cold fusion. It's infinite energy. But also, like, don't hit it.
No, we're going to carve out part of Mercury depending on where it is in its orbit.
To a point of, how sensitive is this thing?
Right. I feel like it's been dropped a few times.
Because, we've been...
That looks like it's made of glass.
I'm not saying we've been, like, playing catch with it, but, like, it's been through the wasteland for a minute. And
like, if I throw it on the ground like a snap pop, do I just kill the solar system?
Like, how hard? How hard is this? Like, how hard is it to just kill, I don't know, just us in this room?
Right. No, I just need to know. I will always think back to the fucking early episodes of Enterprise when there's, like, humans that just don't want to go in the warp core. Like, near the warp core, and the Vulcans are like, what is wrong with you people? And like, yeah, man, I don't know what a dilithium crystal is. I'm not going in there. And
no, man.
That's how, like, so I've been carrying this thing around in my pocket for a while. Is that cool?
Man, when he's like, what happens if I shoot the thing? Man, this thing could have caught a bullet easily. Fucking, just, I don't know. Like,
he's got, like, that fucking cannon at the time. He would have definitely broke it.
His big nuclear fucking thing. Like,
I know they had to back off the wife being quite so evil, but I really did love the reveal. And
that reveal is strong, and it takes a little bit away. Yeah. Not a lot, because the redemption arc is cool. Like, I like her being in the advertising meeting, and is like really settles in with, oh shit, what are we doing?
Yeah, realizing that she's not divorced, because we were trying to square how she is divorced from him and such, and like, oh. This is why she's not mad at you, and you can still have visitation rights and stuff.
How she's still in a vault.
Yes.
Like, shouldn't she be
sold
out on her ass?
She sold you out, but you told her to.
Yes.
So that you could take the fall for all of that works for me. All of that's good. The payphones ring in, Bob House going, look, I don't know what's about to happen, but I didn't do it. I need you to know that. Mm-hmm. All of that was cool.
In a way that I know, I'm like, yeah, but Robert House, how aren't you super powerful? You could stop it from happening if you wanted to.
And I think that's the unspoken dickishness of House.
Yeah.
Is like, well, I didn't cause this, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but, oh yeah, did I not mention I find it advantageous for me, so I'm just going to let it go? Because, like, I feel like that's always the unspoken. It's why I didn't want him to introduce another party. I don't care about him questioning if he's really the House.
Yeah,
I like him being like, the House always wins, and my last name's House. Yeah, schmuck, we get it.
Yeah, but he's always like, am I really the House? And I'm like, dude, we don't know this
I don't care.
We don't know that if we had known him for a season and then he got insecure about if he's the House.
If it was the first time I'd seen him insecure, but I needed more a House in the modern, in the
apocalypse. Present day storyline,
not flashbacks. Yeah. Overall, though, I still loved Fallout Season 2. Considering I never cared about these games at all, I'm still surprised how much I loved this. I loved realizing, it's at least my headcanon still, that the Pip-Boy with Robert House in it that's on the ghoul's arm couldn't see the postcard and doesn't know where he's going.
Yes. That's to me. That's a little bit of headcanon. It doesn't say that for certain, but to me, Robert House thinks he's about to see some empty things and get hopeless, and then be ready to work for him.
Yes,
and I'm immediately like, man, check the logs for when these things opened, because I'm thinking that they weren't empty the whole time. Like, and so when I thought that, there's a postcard on the ground, and the Colorado was a good idea, and I'm like, like. Dollars to donuts that the whatever surveillance thing, that fucking screen house can't see that fucking card on the floor, and they're hey, take the fall. Like, that took 200 years to pay off, but it did.
But it did. And I kind of love that.
That's fucking cool.
One of the neatest things to me about this universe is the time jumps of people.
Yes.
The people that have been living through the apocalypse versus the people that were lying to them in season 1 that just woke up.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Well, seeing the head of that congresswoman.
Oh my god.
That made me that one made me deeply depressed. Oh no, we'll patch you up. What? Patch, like,
miracles of science nowadays.
Like, man, Lucy, I know you're trying to be a better person or whatever, but for the love of God, bash her brains. Right. This is fucking.
And man, the coldest moment in a cold episode was Hank going, well, yeah, she, had a lot of attributes that you would want. He's presenting it as, no, Robert House was kind of a monster. I'm helping make it softer and human by enslaving this woman's head to give everybody a little friendlier personality.
Talking about the modern day parallels. So the good-natured centrist Democrat, basically, of her, of like, why aren't you better at selling this? Right. Like, you're totally ineffectual. You do have good intentions, but are ineffective.
Right.
Even that has value in the bureaucratic science experiment.
That Vault-Tec doesn't want to eliminate.
No, you are
bleeding hearts. They want to monetize them.
You are soft-hearted and can do stuff like that we say, and do want to do the right thing, but are ineffective at doing it.
There's a place for that.
That's a place for the fact that Lucy is Hank's kid is weird to me. Like, but also makes sense that Lucy's the only Vaultie that I think could survive out here. She's still gung-ho, but she's got some, like, at least is effective.
And to me, at least my headcanon is that Hank play acting being a Vaultie means that there's no fully raising your child like the person you're pretending to be. You're raising your child. The real you at your core somewhere is raising your kid.
Yes.
So real Hank was Lucy's dad. Even though Hank was putting on an act and was being a Vaultie and everything, somewhere the core lessons you impart to your kid came from
you, whatever
the man that survived.
You can't help if it's your core values come through.
Yeah. So like Lucy's got on the like all of us. On the one hand, you've got the things your parents told, like the fables and morals and the way the world, the platonic solid, the way the world works that your parents taught you. Mm-hmm. And then the slow realization that the whole world's a gray area that doesn't work like that. Mm-hmm. And Lucy's going through that just like anybody, only I think Hank taught her a little more spine, maybe than he intended even.
Right. Well, at the end, you can tell that like he's okay with putting the chip in her.
Yeah, make you my little girl again.
Like, his control,
because I think her spine is an unintentional thing she got from him.
This was always about control for him, and in a way that he would prefer having a daughter that had a mind of her own, that did stuff that, but also he'll accept,
but not more than he wants obedience.
Yeah. Like, what was it, Homelander? Like, I want their respect, but I will settle for fear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and this is what he's willing to settle for. And also he does become. The facade is the only thing he has when he blanks himself.
Yes. Because
now he's basically whatever golly gee, that's for real him now.
Yeah.
And in a way that, man, they're gonna keep McLaughlin as a new character in season 3, that Lucy is always gonna look at him and be like, sad, like she did this to him, but also he's undeniably a better person, which was his point.
Yes.
Like,
no, it's the same thing that made it a fucking difficult argument last episode.
Right, and I'm like, you don't want to hear this, but for real, the only merciful thing to do is to put one in the back of his head.
God.
Like,
for real. You
don't leave him there.
And honestly, shoot straight through the fucking chip, because I don't want it pulled out and put in anybody else.
Right.
I'm also not 100% that he doesn't think he's her daughter. I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
I'm real scared.
All I know is that she wanted him to rat out, which is why he wasn't fully... I love that you can make them do what you want, but you have to increase the amnesia. Yep. So if what you want them to do is reveal stuff, it's counterintuitive. You can't, in a way that I'm like, I wonder if it was designed specifically that way to get rid of snitches.
Right. Well, so season 3, we've got Macaulay Culkin as the new Kaiser, coming to make a palace.
Kaiser is dead. Long live Kaiser.
A Kaiser's palace in Las Vegas.
Talking about a palace for the Kaiser's palace. God damn it. Like, in a way that, like, I can't believe I didn't see that. Like, that was obviously someone in the room that got yelled at and like, God damn it, Steve. Like, what? Is that the only reason the Legion are even here? Yes.
No. Yes.
Him finding that note of like, who's the real Caesar? Me. It all dies with me.
Fuck all of you.
Talking about like hey, guess who didn't have a hesitation to know what they had to do in that moment? Like,
right. Who just eats that note, stabs that dude, eats that note.
Not saying it's the right thing to do, but that was smart.
Just like, steps out, no questions.
And there we go.
Yep. Love it. Yeah.
God, I love this show so much in a way that, like, sometimes when a show drops in quality, like, it's not as good as the other thing, like, that means it's not worth doing. In a weird way that I don't want to watch more Poker Face if it's just going to be lesser every time. In this way, I'm like, it's so good that even slightly less is still so good.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
No. They could lose a step and still be faster than everybody else.
In a way that some people are saying, like, I don't want any more Penguin. And I'm like, man, if Penguin is even 50% as good as what it was,
it'll still be better than every other crime show on TV.
Yes, and like, I'm willing to roll that dice.
This season only compares badly to season 1. That's it.
Yes,
and only slightly.
Yes, and it still kicks the shit out of other video game adaptations or other sci-fi.
All of them. Go watch Borderlands and come back and watch season 2.
Yeah, yeah. That we'll see how fucking stacks up.
Well, that's probably going to wrap it up for Diaries.
Yes.
But we could take a moment and tell folks about patreon.com/tvdudes.
/tvdudes?
It's where you can be a showrunner and pick the show we watch.
Oh, God.
Coming up next week, we're going to watch
There's so much power.
JPV, who's picking his Valentine's show for the year. We're going to watch Industry. So that's the showrunner level at $20. You just pay $20. You pick a show, pick 4 episodes. We'll watch the shit out of it.
Yes, you only pay the $20 just once.
Just the one time.
Yeah.
If you want to pay $1 an episode, you can hear us talk about all sorts of bonus stuff, usually movies.
What are we talking about this week, Les?
We're not going to the theatre. We are staying
retro
home
rentals
and doing retro rentals. TV Dudes Retro Rentals. Last week, we did 2001's The One, and this week we're talking about 1989's Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
JVC.
The Muscles from Brussels. Yes. Watch him
as, of course, playing another American.
Yes,
quotes.
With a weird accent and the greatest shirt pants combo you've ever seen. We will describe it in detail. You are not ready.
A not insignificant portion of the podcast is dedicated to that wardrobe.
Discussing this fucking shirt in the dance scene in Kickboxer. Come listen over at patreon.com/tvdudes. And now, I think it's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights.
It's time for the TV Dudes
to
talk
get things started.
Muppets tonight.
Oh, Rolf, have you been playing this whole time?
Well, what'd you think it was? Some kind of sentimental montage in your head? We're doing the show again, Frog.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, it's you.
You're my idol.
You're sweet.
Go on.
I grew up watching you. My parents grew up watching you. Their parents grew up watching you.
We are so excited to be back where it all started and then ended and then is maybe starting again depending on how tonight goes.
I've been burned before.
It's the Muppet Show.
And it starts right now.
Maybe we're a little rusty.
It's always been a dream of mine to be here.
Ooh. Got any other dreams?
It's time to get things started.
The most sensational, inspirational, celebrational,
We're still working out a few kinks.
Oh, that's all right. I love a kink.
Hola.
So the Muppet Show had an event special, quote unquote,
That's a good way to put it.
reviving the 1976 series and celebrating the 50th anniversary over on Disney Plus and ABC. The special features appearances by guest star Sabrina Carpenter, as well as Seth Rogen, both executive producers, as well as Maya Rudolph.
Right. I was actually shocked how not celebrity studded this is.
I'm so happy it wasn't.
Although going forward, I could actually see an argument for, okay, we should have our usual running gag of comedians that are in the audience. Let the audience should be our running gag.
Yes.
That's a good running gag to actually add into this.
Yeah. No, I would have your main guest and then your audience guest.
Like how Saturday Night Live has a host and a musical guest.
Yes. Yeah.
That would be...
So we've seen revivals of the Muppet Show. They tried to do that weird
we've seen honest to God reboots.
Yeah.
Or movies, and so we saw Muppets Now.
That's what I'm thinking of.
The Muppets
the Office one.
Well, didn't they do the Muppets Haunted Mansion when they were like...
Yeah, that was a one-off.
They were going to do some... And I thought they were going to do some more of those.
And and then they didn't do that. And then Muppets Now just didn't work for me. I fucking wanted it to.
So...
Though it also had it had Seth Rogen up in it.
I want to know what the story behind the making of this was. Because it definitely feels like Seth Rogen could not convince them to make a whole season of Muppets again, but convince someone that, like, give me one episode.
Yeah.
And we'll convince the world they want more Muppets.
So, yeah, it seems like he got to do just, like, a test pilot. That's absolutely what this feels like. Of, like, we're getting to do the show again, and maybe we'll get to do more if everybody likes it.
Mm-hmm.
And even and that fits the Muppets vibe. Like, I love that they're very aware of that.
To me, Muppets goes hand in hand with Mystery Science Theater. Of, like, okay, so there's one, like, crew that, like, kind of does this, and yet it feels like it's popular. Everyone knows what it is, but also it's not popular enough to where it doesn't get, like, it has to get revived every 5 or 10 years. The episode starts with just loving long shots of parts of the stage.
Yeah.
And if you watch enough Muppets, you can see any part of that goddamn stage and, like, oh shit, well that's the Muppet, like, just the bulbs on the thing, and I was like, oh shit,
I was really thrown by how much the bulbs lighting up, like
and like,
also they're matching the shots on a like when the full on intro finally kicks in, they're really matching the shots. They're very aware.
In a way that I guess the movies themselves are successful Muppet stories. You don't, like, oh, I'm surprised I care enough about this location.
Yeah.
But the idea of the Muppet Show, of all these skits and this vaudeville thing, feels right. The knocking on the door.
No update to it.
The fact that the only thing that seems to be updated is camera angles and technology, and like
I think it's Beauregard like polishing the star on the door. I mean, like it's just as if they've all just been hanging out.
There do seems to be one or two jokes that do seem to be a little bit even more adult. But then again, there was like a couple jokes in the old one where I'm like, I think they joked about Kermit having swine flu like it was an STD in the old one.
It's as cheeky as you can handle without ruining without ruining the Muppets. Like, come on.
Oh man, sorry we haven't worked out all the kinks. That's okay. I like a good kink. And we'll just leave it there.
You can just almost hear Kermit blink. Yeah. So, starting it off just classic. We are treated immediately to slowly realizing that there's piano music behind Kermit as he's wistfully walking down this hallway with all the photos of Steve Martin and all the previous guests.
And of course, it's like an acoustic version of fucking
of the
Rainbow Connection.
Yeah. And
Rolf, are you still playing? Have you been playing this whole time?
Some kind of
what'd you think? It was some sort of whimsical, non-diegetic musical montage because of what you were thinking?
Go on.
No, man, before I go back, we're doing the show again.
And man, we kick straight.
It's not bad for Rolf's only dialogue in this. Now, that being said, we've added to the Muppet roster, and they use everybody, which means basically everyone gets like one thing to do.
Even Fozzie gets like a thing. It's a little longer than the other things, but everybody gets like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if anything, Scooter gets the most screen time because he's technically Kermit's assistant.
If you like a certain act, they are in the background, but like they won't. Like you could see the guys in Pigs in Space, but they don't actually go on.
But my God, one of the best gags of the show was a guy you've never seen before. Like I can't believe they were going to cut me, and they kept that guy, the armadillo. In
the
there.
armadillo and the tutu. That I've never even seen that guy before. That guy's not canon.
Oh man, I've been burned before.
I've been burned before.
Yeah. See?
Told you. Can't trust anybody. Thank you, random man. Here it is, Les. My greatest wish and fear, because now I'm like, this is the Muppet Show I remember, and now the world is going to tell me whether or not the Muppets I like is the Muppets
everybody
else likes.
Because seriously, you could drop this episode in to any. The only thing that would be suddenly different is the camera quality. Like any of the other seasons of the older show, and I mean that for me, that is a total win. That is a holy shit, you've done it, Rogan.
They've trapped older reviewers in a rhetorical trap here, because they can't admit that this episode is bad without actually admitting that the old Muppet Show is bad.
Right. Because otherwise, the only thing you like, the only difference is your nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm going to see like, oh, of course it's going to be well reviewed, because no one can admit this isn't. Even if they don't like it, they can't admit that they don't like.
So we opened with Kermit having problems with the show because he's booked too many acts. He's told everybody that they're fun.
Yeah, Scooter. Everyone knows that's just that's polite business sense for that. A no, like that's very indirect, boss.
And it's Vogel, Matt Vogel's Kermit the Frog now. He's also Floyd. The only other voice he does is Floyd Pepper.
Yeah.
I believe that's Matt Vogel. So Kermit's a little. I'm still not quite used to. He's not always quite dead on my memory of Kermit.
His voice is
but neither was Steve Whitmer.
He's like an octave higher. It's a little bit weird.
Neither was Whitmer, or whatever the previous guy. Like Henson's the only one that's
so
like Kermit.
Whitmer sounded more like Kermit, but acted completely different, which is what I hated more.
Yeah, no, this is right. Personality-wise, he's not a sad sack.
He's not
pining over Piggy the entire time.
Yeah, so we're back to, and I realize this is problematic, but like we're back to it being a actually abusive relationship, what I think is funny, but like
he's just the director of this show or producer of this show, director of the show,
and Piggy has a way more power as the star of the show, which she uses to, like, man, we don't want to admit it.
You'll kind of need to be in a relationship because she's going to ruin any relationship you're in.
Piggy's the Weinstein of the Muppet Show, man. Like, she is not, like...
Maybe a little
She's trying to corner Kermit backstage all the time. Like, true. She's trying to cast them together in bits all the time. One of the best bits in this is that Kermit, at the last minute, recasts himself with his secret lover. Like, they never mention it, but the secret lover is like, it was recast. You knew it was Kermit. But he puts out Pepe instead, and he ruins that bit despite it, because he just doesn't want to go on, because like Pepe doesn't even know what he's doing.
Right, no,
like,
they just grabbed me and threw this jacket on me.
No, man, I was just on backstage, and they threw this jacket on me, okay?
So
I was just busy eating some horsey d'oeuvres.
The start of it, the opening act we get is Sabrina Carpenter doing her new Single Man Child, which is a cute little, like, her busting up a bar that Sam the Eagles run in, where there's a bunch of dipshit puppets. It's great. So then backstage we get Kermit trying to cut acts. I love that Fozzie cuts Seth Rogen.
It's always been my dream to be on here. Got any other dreams?
You got any other dreams? Well, I'm a producer. Well, then you know.
You can't cut me. I'm the executive producer. Well, then go let yourself know that we're going in a different direction.
We get Gonzo in a perfect...
The great Gonzo!
Like, perfect setup of, like, here's this insane obstacle course that you're about to see him run. on these rocket skates or self-driving skates.
Release the blades!
And they go backwards. So
Yep.
he never goes through that. He just zips around for the rest of the... Every once in a while, he just zooms through a scene for the rest of the episode.
Reciting Best Supporting Actress wins.
Yes.
Because that was part of the Daredevil stunt for some reason.
Of course it is. Then we get Pigs and Wigs, which, damn, don't you just want Bridgerton with Miss Piggy now?
Yeah, that's a good call. Also, it's a callback to one of their more famous bits of the ballroom dancing they always did. That was always a good throwback to gossipy gags that they did.
So that's the Secret Lover one that where Kermit throws in Pepe. I love, the Gonzo floating through. Then we get Rizzo just doing Weekends Blinded by the Lights.
Yeah.
Or Blinding Lights is the name of that song. And like it's in like a box stage, so it really feels like SNL to me. Like it just has that look.
There's some close camera work, yeah.
Like cutting to it and knowing that you could you could set these up. I mean, I know you do all these ahead of time. I realize it's not like...
It's not actually live.
They're not real people, Les. They are, though.
They're real to me, damn it.
The years there were all we had were Bohemian Rhapsody videos every once in a while from the Muppets.
Yes. Man,
and it used to just make me mad of like, God damn it, I'm watching SNL every week. You could just do Muppet shows out of this shit.
There was a moment after the 90s, after the 90s movies they were trying to do, we take a break for a while after Muppets in Space. And then, man, everyone's been trying to update the Muppets.
Right.
And
turns out the secret is do not update the Muppets.
Right. Well, the secret of the movies and why they could keep doing movies was that you just do different adaptations of stuff or different, like, that's not, like, they're off canon or whatever. You could do a Muppet Caper and, like...
well, like you said, you'll allow Piggy and Kermit to be in love when they're playing Bob Cratchit.
Well, because one of my favorite parts in Muppet Caper is when they just stop in the middle of it when Kermit insults Piggy of like her acting. Like, it's like, hey man, could you like, at least try a little bit? Like, come on, I'm trying to portray like six different emotions here. Like, oh, just pick one and do it right. God damn! They just explode at each other.
Yeah. We get the Muppet Labs.
Muppet Labs is a great bit.
I was so happy with all the various bits that they do. Like Muppet Labs is always one of my favorites. Like, I wish they'd done Pigs in Space. It's like I want another episode just so they can. But I was happy that they kept including the classic bits. Every time we changed scenes, there was a little bit of apprehension of like, well, here's where they're about to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then we'd go into like, nope, that's what the 76 show or whatever would have done.
Well, the Muppet Labs ends up with a concentration thing that like is going to make your focus better. And of course, Beaker has to be he's the only one with eyes.
So he tries to run. And like, no,
well,
man.
Beaker, come.
You're working with a dude. And like, just realizing it as he says it, of like, you got to be tested in the eyes. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, Bunsen, I know it's not fucking you.
Oh, man, he put that giant dropper and puts it in his eyes. And like, oh, I should have diluted it. Yeah, this is way the wrong concentration.
And his eyes fall out, which is on its own a funny gag because it, you can tell that like, okay, so when they were building this puppet, someone realized that like, oh, his eyes are like removable, which I'm sure that all the puppets have interchange because sometimes they change their expressions with different eyes and stuff. So like, oh, they must be interchangeable, which means there's a version of all these Muppets that have eyes missing, and it's horrific. Like it's genuine. Like it just his eye sockets, and then they're like sunken in. It is so weird. And then his eyes. I thought he put his eyes back. He just found his eyes and put them back in. Yeah. But no, they actually just grow back.
And he's like, "Whew, all right, well."
And then
those two fly off.
He starts to shoot eyeballs just everywhere.
Yes. It's awesome and horrifying.
Yeah. In a way that like I never thought about it, but like you know when you find a lame X-Man?
Right.
Like,
right. What if Cyclops' powers was just shooting eyeballs?
I remember they did a whole bit where like
shoot beams at your eyes? No.
One guy had like rocks for skin, but he didn't have super strength to go with it, so he's like Colossus, but he can't move. So he just walks around in a wheelchair covered in rocks.
It's just mean.
One girl is like Invisible Woman, only she can only turn things she touches invisible, not herself.
Okay.
So she just streaks all the time. She can't turn herself, She is made out of she's the only substance on Earth she can't turn invisible.
Amazing. Okay.
Wait, how is that in any way useful? Like
if you turn that the next notch, you just get planetary.
So to me, Beaker has now become the Cyclops version of wait, you shoot eyeballs at people?
Right.
It is like...
that was just awesomely horrifying. I
can't tell if that's the least effective power or the most effective power ever.
People will run.
For the love of God, don't do that to me.
Does popping the eyeball still hurt you? I'm curious how this works. So after that,
Maya Rudolph is in that. So this is the part where they add in a bit of going to the audience, and I think that's a...
Well, it already threw the only update thing is that they've got an audience.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm like, oh, okay, so here's a reason you can do an audience. It actually adds to a bit.
Yeah.
And now you can do a secondary guest.
Because she's clearly got a stalker level crush on Kermit, nearly. And,
oh man, I met Kermit one time. He was so nice.
So nice. She's not
some other.
Yeah. And then starts definitely macking on the puppet next to her.
Yeah.
Or the Muppet next to her. And then catches a
fucking random eyeball
beaker eyeball
throat.
in her mouth and chokes.
Man, they cut to Muppet
news
Muppet
flash.
breaking news. News flash. Maya Rudolph dies.
And then a sandbag drops on her and Heimlich's the eyeball. And she sits up awake and we get the best line delivery of the entire episode. The Muppet news flash of
oh no. A correction, Maya Rudolph is alive. A thing fell on her and made her alive. Which is just what? That's such a weird way to put it. Also, she describes a bunch of fire and doing award shows for a Man in Red.
I saw a river of souls and a wall of fire. And I was doing awards patter for a guy in red.
Oh,
That's heaven, right?
Mia Rudolph went to hell.
Oh, man.
I can see how that's a good way to keep some other side people of that are... So if you do 10 episodes of a season of the Muppets, that's not enough. A lot of celebrities are going to want to be up on the Muppets or whatever. So
in between the Rizzo song and the Muppet Labs, we get this backstage bit where Kermit is trying to apologize to Sabrina Carpenter. And that's where we get the kink joke.
Yeah.
But then also, that's, of course, Piggy knocks on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And Kermit's just busted it. It's not even unlocked. It's not even locked.
Man, that door's not even locked.
Yeah. But you immediately are like, man, for which version of canon is she going to kill him? Because it really doesn't matter. He's going to die. For talking to the other guest star, for cutting her, for talking to Sabrina Carpenter, for whatever reason.
Honestly, I'm surprised. I've been inundated with bitch Kermit too long because him cutting her, I was like, bitch, you're not going to fucking cut Piggy.
So I love that he kind of gets out of it by hiding under the door she kicks down.
Right.
Even though it hurts. And that Sabrina Carpenter being just a human version of Piggy is hilarious.
I've modeled my whole look. I'm like, I don't even know if that's true.
Oh, my lawyers are aware.
But now that wait, has Sabrina Carpenter modeled her look after? They look the same this entire time.
They're dressing them exactly the same here. I love their. Is that my wig? I don't wear wigs.
I don't wear wigs.
Neither
do I.
Your hair looks wonderful.
Yep.
So does yours.
So does you.
Your real hair.
Yours too. It's this weird dueling gunslingers.
But I love Carpenter's.
My parents grew up watching you. My grandparents grew up watching. Okay, this is good.
Yeah. And then of course Piggy hack style. I love that you love me. I'm definitely still suing you. Well, it's really for the lawyers to decide. All of that is fucking gold.
We're cool. So we're cool now.
With me copying your look, it's called copyright infringement, sweetie.
And also, that's a thing for the lawyers to decide.
I've been hugging her the whole time. Oh, it's fucking great. But we actually do end up getting her being cut. Technically,
yeah.
Kermit does Islands in the Stream with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah,
and it's great. It has that classic, what I always think of as Lawrence Welk show, show from a previous, your grandparents thought this was an old looking show.
Yeah.
And watching the human guest just get increasingly weirded out by the puppet Muppet surrounding, I don't know, flora and fauna.
Well, to me, it's always like, so the Muppet Show is always vaudeville bits for kids that don't understand what vaudeville is.
Yep.
By the time we were doing this in the 70s,
just like
no one knows what this fucking
was
is.
Honeymooners for kids who'd never seen the Honeymooners.
In no era has Muppets existed in which it was time appropriate.
No, and that's why people updating it are fucking up. It was doing vaudeville in the 70s. They were 60 years off then.
Right. Like it's
if not more.
Like the timeless aspect of it is on one level I do feel like it is this show can only be but so prevalent and popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should have a fixed budget for the Muppets because like man you're ceiling on audience for who's willing to.
It is bigger and better known and more beloved than MST3K.
Yes,
but it is not. It's not different. Really,
you're right. Like where MST
it should get a higher tier than that only because of breadth of brand recognition.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be treated like that. Like you're. I don't care how big this is. You're making it for a cult audience.
Yes,
this is always going to be a cult show.
Right, which I don't think producers have a hard time accepting that.
Right.
They have a hard time accepting that
there's unlimited stock growth.
They have a hard time accepting there's not more money that could be made.
No. So after the best thing about the Islands of the Stream is that Piggy takes it over before the end of the first verse, first chorus. She's got Kermit thrown out of the boat and just takes this motherfucker over.
Well, thank God Kermit can pretend swim.
And she and Sabrina Carpenter actually finish a really great version of Islands of the Stream. Then we have backstage. Kermit announces that there's only one more act, and we get the "Do you guys trust me?" And we cut to just a Muppet I've never fucking seen before.
Of course we do. Except maybe this guy. I've been hurt before. As he takes a toothpick out of his mouth.
And then Kermit goes out and makes a little announcement. And then
I'm supposed to announce the last act here, but I'm not going to do that. I told you, fucking can't trust anybody.
It just walks off.
Just walks off, yeah.
But instead, Kermit does a big number with everybody, which is exactly what they need to do. Whether it's magic show or what, I was like, what could they call back to that won't? This both needs to be a big number in case you never get to do this again, but also this needs to feel like the rest of it, just like a new episode in a show that has been going. You just haven't been watching it for the last 30 years. And they end with a cover of Queen's "Don't Stop Me Now."
Yeah.
And it's fucking great.
Because subtlety is dead. And also, it's a double, like, it references their Bohemian Rhapsody video.
Which is a lot of people's, like, Muppets are alive still?
Yeah.
They're alive. Fight me.
Still. Muppets are evergreen, the Muppets never die.
Your grandparents? Your parents? Yeah.
How old is Miss Piggy canonically?
Ageless. Like,
I guess ageless.
From beyond the stars. Pigs in space are more of an Eldritch Terror thing.
Well, I'm just like, wait, how old is she supposed to be at the start in, like, say, season 1? Like, is she an older diva then? She does have that vibe.
Yeah.
Like, she always acts like a Jean Smart, but, like, I love the "Don't Stop Me" bit. I love ending on that, and it's kind of hopeful in a way that, like, you can just tell, like, this is Seth Rogen in a way that even more so than Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles, he's confident this is going to be appealing to kids. He's confident this is going to be a thing. Muppets feels like, I really like the Muppets. Please let me keep doing this version of the Muppets. Like,
so far, you're dead right about critics. 29 critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 100% positive.
I told you. Man, I told you they wouldn't be able to admit this is to admit.
Yes. The consensus, it's time to play the music, it's time to light the lights. This spirited return to the roots is clever, earnest, and feels exactly right. Metacritic has an 80 out of 100 based on 21 critics, which is generally favorable.
Right, but I'm worried that, like, well, Skeleton Crew is the most highly fucking rated Star Wars thing, and that doesn't fucking matter.
No,
like,
it's
all about eyeballs.
I hope this just didn't cost you fucking much because I want more of this, Rogan. I'm sorry, it has to come out of your pocket. That's just the way it is.
Can't believe they were gonna cut me. Fucking armadillo in the tutu isn't even.
He's not even canon.
Also, Statler and Waldorf are, of course, chucking insults throughout the show. I love that the waiter...
addition of them having a waiter in their box.
So they have a waiter that comes like, your projectiles.
Just 3 tomatoes on a tray.
It's like, the bit's over. Well, just keep them around. There's a lot of show left. And like, it's always been to me like, okay, so these are 2 old fucks with old money that have... I don't know if they...
Like an opera box, but they just want to bag on things.
Like, they have season tickets since maybe they're founders of the building or something, but whatever deal they have tickets for all of it, and they have... And I can't stress it enough, nothing better to do.
I like to think that these are just 2 curmudgeonly old men that, like, their social thing they want to do is to just go out and be mean as balls to people. And so getting box seats to, like, the Met or the opera, would be useless. They looked long and hard around New York, and they found this dilapidated building with the world's shittiest vaudeville show. And they bought season tickets. They've had season tickets for the last 30 years where there's been no show there.
Yeah.
Like, they're the only reason the building's not condemned. No one can figure out who's renting this one boat, like this one box. That's my headcanon for Statler and Waldorf.
They God damn it, they're so good. I love that they are, like, I think it's Statler that has a fucking numb, like, hey, is my arm numb? Like,
well, it's sure not from clapping.
A kind of like almost a hold hostage.
Ow!
Like Seth Rogen is like, hey, renew us or Statler dies. Oh my god.
The old man gets it. I had no dare to hope that it would actually be just a perfect, an additional Muppet Show. Like, if you told me you just found a Muppet Show episode and that Sabrina Carpenter's just a lot older than she looks.
I don't want to bring in politics too much to this, but like, I had a genuine fear when New York put in Mamdani, not in a shitty thing way. I'm like, so if we nominate an actual progressive and they don't get shit done, we will effectively have like because that's the thing is like, I can say Bernie would have won all day, but I don't know.
No,
like,
but yeah.
Like, I just don't, that's a thing I can't prove. And now I'm like, shit. So if the Muppets don't get picked up after this, if this doesn't have a response, I can no longer have the dream that if they just made the Muppet Show like they did before. So now the illusion could be shattered in a way that I don't think will do well for my mental health.
No, but I fully believe that, like, if I had my dream project, if I had a Hollywood career that allowed me to just at some point go, hey Les, you haven't done a movie in 10 years. What's the thing you want to do? And I would absolutely, I want to bring back the fucking Muppets. I want to do a Muppet, but I want to do it right. I don't have any illusion that that's going to work or further my career. My agent would murder me because I would be absolutely consciously spending every point I've ever gathered in my life.
Yeah.
I burn myself back. I'd be homeless in an alley behind there, just like cackling, like, what'd you do? I made that Muppet movie. Yeah, man, it would be my goof troop. It would, or goofy movie. Like it would destroy me. But burn it all down to do it. Like, goddamn. The Muppets are this is so fucking Muppet.
I like to think, I still have an idea that might work as far as a Muppet spinoff. Like, I still think it's funny so the best Muppet movies are adaptations of other things, and I would like, okay, do a mini show where you just abridge versions of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, do the Reader's Digest of everything.
Yeah, and just do really cheap, like, Muppet Show versions and have one actual actor from the things.
No, it's drunk history, but classic literature, and it's Muppets.
Right. It's Lord of the Rings with Elijah Wood, but everyone else is a Muppet.
Gonzo just keeps slipping movies in instead of books, or like somebody just keeps slipping movies in instead of books that you're adapting. But yeah, like I would, that would be absolutely a blast. Why
are these all like? Why are all of these Disney properties? Because those are the best.
And have it always be a seat of your pants. People are barely off book, swapping out characters at the last minute, so Pepe clearly doesn't know like what book he's in.
I think Sam the Eagle would make a great Sauron.
I am the sour man.
Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah. I couldn't be happier with how this went. Good on you, Rogan.
I in a way that like I really almost teared up near the end point there and choked up. Like it really, which is weird. Again, I don't think anyone as a kid really appreciates the Muppets how it was. Like, I wasn't a Muppet fan until I was in my late 20s, probably 30s.
I grew up really liking the Muppets. I didn't come to love the Muppets until you start missing childhood a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
My only regret is that this doesn't just. I can't just play this. This should just play after the Muppet Show when you put on the Muppet Show.
No, they should just play after. Just add this in.
Like I'll have to go and actually put this on, rather than just letting Muppet Shows play.
Yeah.
Of course, we could just fix that, Disney, if you just gave me playlists, but whatever.
Or just acknowledge that this is just the 312th episode or whatever. Just tack this on the end. Come on.
This should be the start of season.
Or at the very least, suggest it the way shit suggests animal control or whatever. Like, just if I press play on any Muppet thing,
yes,
just have this play next.
If you show me Muppets now, I'll fucking kill you.
I will murder you. Yeah. Well, that's how we felt about it.
Well, I'd just like to thank our guest star. Absolutely no one, because we don't do that anymore.
I love this. Everybody should go watch it. You should love it too. If you don't, you're wrong. You're wrong and you're terrible. Broken glass in your soul.
In a way that, like, I don't mean to judge anyone personally on their personal taste.
Broken glass in their soul.
But, like, I don't know. Do you just not like the world?
You just don't like fun?
Like,
hate fun? No fun for you.
Do you not get why other people like it? And, like, maybe at least academically you get it?
Keep pretending, keep believing. Man.
Oh, where's the talent?
They gave sweet. All right. That's going to wrap it up for us. And that's going to wrap it up for us. Tune in next week when we have our first Patreon showrunner request of the new year.
Oh, shit.
John Paul jumps in for a little Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, my God.
About HBO's Industry. We're going to watch 4 carefully selected essential episodes of the HBO show Industry. Which we've never watched a stitch of.
Assorted chosen chocolates of Valentine's episodes.
You know, they say television's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
But until then...
Famously untrue, Forrest. Until then, TV dudes, don't stop us now.
'Cause we're
having a good
time. We're having a good time.
I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva.